Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are doing lesson 4 in Monday. Now again, we're going to be using the share screen more because again, my projector is not working. Hopefully when I record some more videos that we can get it up and working, but until then, it's okay. Like I said in the last lesson, we're going to overcome and do our best, okay? So let's look at our lesson today. Oh, there we go. Couldn't find my mouse. And let's share my screen. All right, guys, we are on lesson 4. I can make 10 when one add-in is 9. We looked at that yesterday. We took 9 plus 7 and we made it 10 plus 6. Okay, and we looked at 9 plus 4 and we made it 10 plus 3. So we can do this. We're going to look at it a little differently today. But the idea is the same, okay? We're going to take 9 and make a 10 to make it more efficient or easier to add, okay? So let's get our brain muscles working. Got a little exercise. You're not doing fluency with me today like you did yesterday. You actually do have a fluency in Google Classroom today. There's your little sprint. Remember how that goes? You set your timer for 2 minutes and you complete as many as you can. Now, when I say that, do I want you to complete all of them wrong? No, I don't want you to get them all wrong if you're going to complete them in 2 minutes. What I want your brain muscles to be working on in those 2 minutes is getting as many as you can done correctly, okay? That way, the next time we do it, our brain is thinking, oh, wait, I know how to do this. I bet I can do one more correctly. So your goal is to be better every single time. Now today, if it takes you 2 minutes and you get 5 done, then you just get 5 done, okay? If today you take 2 minutes and you get 8 done, then you get 8 done. The next time we do the fluency, look almost exactly like this. And you might be able to get 8 done the first time or 10 done the first time, and you might get them done correctly, okay? So your goal is to get as many done correctly in those 2 minutes. The goal is not to see if you can finish. The goal is to get as many as you can done correctly, okay? So take your time in those 2 minutes and really get those brain working to make sure you're doing this the right way. Now, I'm telling you this today because you've got 30 numbers you're adding. Don't panic. You can add 3 numbers. I know you can. I'm going to give you a hint. Look for numbers that make 10. That will help you, okay? So pause your video. Go work on your sprint for 2 minutes and then come back to me and we're going to be number detectives. So make sure you have your board ready to go, okay? I'm going to pause to get us ready. Well, maybe. Okay. Okay, guys, you are back. You should be done with your fluency for right now. That means it's time for us to become detectives. I'm Detective Ray. You are Detective, whichever one of you is watching this video right now. All right, so let's get started. Remember, good detectives do what first? They read the entire thing first, and that way they know exactly what is being asked of them to do. So let's read through our entire thing first to see what we need to do, and then we'll go back and look for clues because good detectives know what they're supposed to be doing first. All right, now I can't write on my screen with this, but I'm going to write on my board. So in just a minute, I'm going to shrink myself or get myself a little closer to you guys, and then we'll solve it, okay? All right, Michael plants 9 flowers in the morning. He then plants 4 flowers in the afternoon. How many flowers did he plant by the end of the day? Make a drawing, number bond, and a statement. You know what this sounds like? This sounds a lot like what we did in our video yesterday when we were working on finding 10, making an add-in with 9 and making it 10, because we were using flowers. Do you think we could solve this problem the same way? Maybe. Tell you what, I'm going to solve this problem using the strategy we learned yesterday. You solve this problem however you think is the best, and we'll see if we get the same answer, Okay, now if you want to follow along with me, that's fine. But if you think you have a different strategy that will help you solve this, try it out. Okay, but before we do that, what did we have to have in our problem? We have to have a drawing, we have to have a number bond, and we have to make a statement. Okay, so since I know I have to have a number bond, I'm going to go ahead and draw one up here. Okay, now I'm going to zoom in so you can see my board. Probably won't see me very well. There we go. All right, let's look for clues. You ready? Michael plants 9 flowers in the morning. Is there a clue there? Yeah, Michael plants 9 flowers. So remember, I have to make a drawing. I'm going to draw my 9 flowers. Now I'm going to do it the make 10 or 5 group way, where I have 5 at the top and 4 at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did you notice that I made them small and they're all in a row at the top and the bottom? That is going to help me see that there's 9 there. Okay, kind of looks a little like a 10 frame. All right, let's keep looking for clues. He then plants 4 flowers in the afternoon. 4 flowers, so I need to put 4 up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, how many flowers did he plant by the end of the day? Now, are there any more clues? Nope. So now we can solve. Now, if he had 9 flowers that he planted in the morning and 4 that he planted in the afternoon, are either of those my total or are they my parts? My parts. So could I write an expression using 9 and 4? Yeah, I could say 9 plus 4 equals something. Now, I know that I can fill in my number bond with the parts I know. 9 in the morning, 4 in the afternoon. So let's think of all the different strategies we could use. We did draw a picture. So now what could we do? We could count on 9 to 4 more, or we could try to make 10. Remember, I told you I was going to use the strategy we learned yesterday in making 10. Can I make a 10 out of this? Yeah, I can take 1 from my 4 and put it over here with my 9. Now I have 10. How many did I have left after I took 1 from my 4? I had 3 left. Now, could I say 10 and 3 more make what? Let's do it in our head. 10, 11, 12, 13. Can I check myself by doing 9 and 4 more? So let's do it. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What? Could I even check myself one more time and count how many I drew out? Might take a little while, but I could. I know that I have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 9 plus 4 more is going to be 13. So are we done? Let's check. Make a drawing. We made our drawing. Make a number bond. Did we make a number bond? Yes, we did. Did we make a number statement? We haven't done our statement. We made a number sentence to help us, but we need to make our statement. Remember, our statement does what? Answers the question. Our question was, how many flowers did he plant at the end of the day? We know that he planted, let me see if I have room. Let's do it here. He planted 13 flowers. Can't forget our period because it is a complete sentence. Now are we done? Did we solve this mystery case? If Michael plants 9 flowers in the morning and he plants 4 flowers in the afternoon, how many flowers did he plant at the end of the day? He planted 13 flowers. So Good job, number detectives. Our case is closed. We have solved our mystery. So that means we're ready for today's lesson. So here's what I need you to do. I'm going to take my number detective hat off, and I'm going to erase my board and get our video ready. While I'm doing that, you're going to erase your board and make sure you're ready to go also. Now, yesterday we used cubes. Again, today, if you have them, you can use them. Remember, you need 10 of one color and 10 of another color. If you're using something different, make sure it's 10 of the same thing and 10 of something different, okay? If you don't have anything you're going to use, you can either watch what we have in the video, or like we did yesterday, we can draw it out on our board, okay? So I'm going to pause my video to get everything set up the way it needs to be. Then we're going to work together on our lesson, okay? So you make sure you're ready to go also. I'm going to stop sharing this one for a second. And I'm going to, okay, friends, I'm ready to start our lesson. Are you ready to start our lesson? If you are, go whoop, 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 whoop. All right, so I'm going to share our video today. We've got our lovely teacher friend with us today. And got your whiteboard ready to go. So let's get started.
Hi friends, welcome back. Today, we're going to continue working on making 10 of our add-ins is 9. On my screen to the left, you will see the materials that you will need for today's lesson. If you don't have red and green, that's okay. You can choose 2 other colors. Just make sure that you have 2 different colors of linking cubes and 10 of each color.
Or if you have
Go ahead and
2 different
pause.
objects, 10
Gather
of
what
each
you
object, okay?
And I'll be right here waiting when you get back. Are you ready? Let's get started. Maria has 9 green cubes. Tony has 3 red cubes. How many cubes do Maria and Tony have? Take a moment to think. What's an expression that we can use to solve this problem?
What can we use? 9 plus 3. I'm gonna write that on.
Did you say 9 plus 3? Great. So how can you check to make sure that I have the correct amount of green cubes representing Maria's cubes?
Those are messy.
Take a moment to think.
What can we do to make sure she has the right number of cubes? Can we count them? Maybe. Let's see.
Tell me what you're thinking.
We think maybe we should count them to see if we have the right number of cubes.
I heard you say that we can count them one at a time, but that's not very efficient.
It's a lot of mess.
Is there a way that we can reorganize my green cubes so we can tell that we have 9 faster?
There
Take a
sure
moment to think.
is. Think about it. How did we draw out our picture the other day? Through
Let me
nice
hear it.
little straight lines, right? We had 5 in a row here, and then we had 4 underneath it to make 9. Do you think we could do that with the cube?
Yes, we can put them in a 5. That's a great idea. When we arrange or draw things in a 5 group, we will all follow these rules. Just like reading, we start from the top row and to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At 6, we make a new line and we put it under the other cube as closely as possible. 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, can you tell that we have 9 cubes faster?
Absolutely.
Did you say yes? Well, let's organize my red cubes now. Count with me.
1, 2, 3.
Now my red cubes are organized. What do we do to solve 9 and 3?
We could count on. Or we could make a 10.
That's right. We can make 10. One way that we can make 10 is by circling our 9 green cubes and 1 red cube to make a group of 10. We can also make 10 by moving over 1 red cube to the rest of my pile of 9 green cubes. We made 10. I'm going to put a frame around it. We call this frame a 10 frame. What do we call it?
A 10 frame.
Yes, we call it a 10 frame. It looks just like our 5 group drawings, but instead we make 10. Whenever we make or draw 10, we'll put a frame around it because it helps us know that we have 10 faster. Take a moment to look at our new piles. What is our new expression?
What could we write? 10 plus 2, because we have 10.
Did you say 10 plus 2? So 9 plus 3 is the same as 10 plus 2. 10 plus 2 is
12.
Yep, 12. And 9 plus 3 is
12.
You got it, 12. So how many cubes do Maria and Tony have?
They have 12 altogether.
Yes, Maria and Tony have 12 cubes. Can you point to Maria's 9 cubes for me? Yes. Can you point to Tony's 3 cubes for me?
2 here and 1 here.
I notice that you're pointing to 2 different places. Why is that?
Because we have them in 2 different places, don't we? We have 2 here and 1 here.
That's right, because we broke down the 3 into 2 and 1. Let's go ahead and show that in a number bond.
Okay, I'm going to pause. I want you to write this in a number bond too. And I want you to go ahead and write that problem that she has on our board, that number sentence she has on the screen. I want you to write that down too, okay? So 9 plus 1 plus 2 and your number bond. Okay, yours should look very similar to this. I'm gonna go ahead and push play. If you need, you can pause.
Just like we framed our 10 in our picture, let's frame our 10 in our numbers. 9 and 1 make?
10.
Yes, 9 and 1 make 10. So 10, 2 more is?
We know that that's 12.
Yes, 12. So 9 and 3 equals?
12.
You got it. 9 plus 3 equals 12. Let's go ahead and solve one more problem.
Okay, I'm gonna
This time,
pause for a
let's
second.
draw our math drawings.
I'm gonna pause. You're going to draw a math drawing for this, but let's talk about what is our expression for 9 and 6. I have 9 green cubes and 6 red cubes. What's my expression going to be? 9 plus 6. Now, I'm going to draw out 9 as a 5 group, like we talked about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm going to draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. See how I only made 5 and then I went down and did the rest? I want you to do the exact same thing. Yours should look like mine.
Maria has 9 green cubes. Tony has 6 red cubes. How many cubes do they have? Take a moment to think. What's an expression that we can use to solve this problem?
We're a little ahead of her, aren't we? We said 9 plus 6.
Go ahead and tell me. That's right. We can use 9 plus 6. I want you on your personal whiteboards to draw to show how many cubes Maria has and how many cubes Tony has. Press pause. I'll be back when you're ready.
Now you should be almost done. If you're not, you can pause and finish drawing out 9 and 6, okay?
Your drawings may have looked something like this. How can we make 10 with the numbers that we have in front of us?
Can we move 1 from the 6 over to the 9 to make 10?
That's right. We can move 1 over to our pile of 9, like this. I'm going to put a frame around it because we just made
10.
Yes, we just made 10. Take a moment to look at our new piles. What is our new expression?
What is our new one? 10 plus 5.
That's right, 10 plus 5. So we have 9 plus 6, which is the same as 10 plus 5. 10 plus 5 equals
15. Now, I'm going to pause for a second because I wrote mine differently. She said 9 plus 6 equals 10 plus 5. Is it okay that I wrote 10 plus 5 equals 9 plus 6? Yes, because I'm not changing my numbers. I'm just changing the order it goes in, okay? So that's okay. So back to what she's asking. What is 10 plus 5? You don't know right off the top of your head. You can count on 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I can say that 10 plus 5 equals 15.
Yes, 15. 9 plus 6 equals?
The same, 15. 9
That's right,
plus
15.
6 equals
So
15.
how many cubes do Maria and Tony have?
They have 15 cubes.
Yes, Maria and Tony have 15 cubes. Can you point to the circles that represent our 9 cubes?
Here's our circles that represent 9.
That's right. And can you point to the circles that represent our 6 cubes?
Here's part of them, and here's the other one. See our different parts?
And notice that you're pointing to 2 different places again. Can you remind me why?
Because we broke the 6 apart into 5 and 1, just like we did yesterday in our
that's
fluency
right.
practice.
Because we broke down our 6 into 1 and 5. Let's show how we broke down 6 in a number bond.
Okay, so let's look at our number bond. How would we make that? If we had 6, we broke our number bond into 1 and 5. So now we could say 9 plus 1 plus 5 equals, okay? That's where we're getting those 3 numbers. The 9 plus the 1 we had and the 5 that were left over from the 6.
Just like we framed our 10 in our drawing, we're going to frame our numbers too.
There's my 9 and 1.
Make
10.
Yes, 9 and 1 make 10. So we have 10 and 5 more, which equals?
15.
That's right, 10 and 5 more equals 15. So 9 plus 6 equals?
15.
Yes, 9 plus 6 equals 15. That was great work, friends. Go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. Well, friends, now it's time for our problem set. Your must-do problems are 1, 3, and 5. Remember to do your best work for 10 minutes. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Okay, friends. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit here for you so you're not so close to me. Okay, I'm going to share with you my screen. in just a second. Let me pull it up. All righty, here we go. All right, now I'm going to share my screen with you. And we're going to look at our problem set together. Now remember, I'm not going to do the problem sets that you have to complete, but I am going to show you the ones that you don't have to do, okay? That way you can kind of understand what it's asking for you to do and that we make sure you know how to do this, okay? Remember what good detectives do first? They read through to make sure they know what they're doing to solve. Here we go. Change the picture to make 10. Write the easier number sentence and solve. So let's look at number 1. I'm not going to do this one with you, but I want you to look at it because it already has the picture drawn. And if you notice, it's already circled. Okay, so you don't have to draw and circle on this one because it's already done for you. You just have to go in and fill everything out. So let's look at number 2. Oops, wrong one. I'm gonna make it bigger. And let's see what it says. Circle and solve. Okay, now it's our turn. It does still give us the picture, so we don't need to get the picture for it, but we probably need to figure out the rest. So let's look at number 2. Number 2 says 9 plus 3. And it has this with our 3. Has this number on. And you know what? It's okay that the number bond doesn't look like a normal number bond. If I were to circle this 3, then it would look like a normal number bond. But if I break up my 3, remember, I want to make 10. So what would I do? I would do 1 and 2. Now, if you don't know this off the top of your head, it's okay because we can look at our picture. Now, I have 9 here and 3 here. If I want to make 10 out of my 9, I need to take 1 from my 3. So I'm going to take this one and put it over here. Now I have 10, okay? And I have 2 left over because remember I took 1 over here and 2 are left over. Now I can say 10 plus 2 equals. What is 10 plus 2? 10, 11, 12. I have 12. Okay, now it told you to circle 10. What did I do instead? I put a 10 box around it, didn't I? Or 10 frame. Yeah, so it's okay if you do that too. Okay, you're gonna do 1 and 2. Or I'm sorry, not 1 and 2, but 1 and 3. Let's look at number 4. Solve. Make math drawings using the 10 frame to show how you made 10 to solve. Now, if you'll look up here, there's a little example in the box. This is not the answer to these. So let's look at number 4 and see how to do it. All right, so I'm gonna set it up just like they have it, 9 plus 5 equals something. We don't know what that something is yet, but we're also gonna break apart our 5. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. Then we're gonna have blank plus blank equals something in their box. Okay, now I'm gonna draw. I've got 9, so I'm gonna draw 9 in my box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need to draw 5 more. I'm gonna go over some. Whoops, wrong way. Okay, so let's look at our 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I have my 9 and my 5, just like it had over here. How can I make this a 10? I'm going to take 1 from my 5 and bring it over here. Now I've got 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. What can I put right here? How can I break this 5 up? How did I do it? I put 1 in my box and I had 4 left over. Now, can I solve? Yeah, I can say 10 plus 4 more, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 equals 14. Okay, you're gonna do number 5 on your own. It's gonna look like that, similar, but a different number, okay? Don't freak out if your numbers switch on you like it does in number 5. You can still do it. You've got this, okay? Make sure you're doing everything in the directions that it tells you to do. You're gonna do problem set 1, 3, and 5 and all of your exit ticket today, okay? So remember the strategies we used today is we made 10. We took from one part to make 9 into 10. We broke our part down by 1, just like we did yesterday when we were making, or take 1 in our fluency. Today, we took 1 to make 10, and then we added the 10 to the other number, okay? So use your strategies, draw it out, circle the 10s, and fill in your blanks, okay? Now, once you finish that, you're done with your math for today. Can't wait to see you guys on our next lesson. Bye, friends.